I feel deeply at home, and this is something that I have experienced very rarely. I've moved 22 times. So coming here and feeling a sense of belonging when I'm downtown, it just feels very right.
Been waiting all night to show you and introduce you to meeting Faye Hedera, who, like so many others, has found a home here in Arkansas. She's only been living in Conway a year. She's an artist who's only been painting for 6 years. She's not world famous, and she hasn't sold her paintings for millions. So why tell you her story? Watch. She's an artist stirring things up in Conway. Faye Hedera. She started in music, but 6 years ago, when her artist grandmother died, Faye turned to art.
It was a way for me to process grief.
Her grandmother's art and jar of brushes are prominent in Fayes Studio. This studio is adjacent to her home. It's a one-story home. It had to be. She has a neurological condition, functional movement disorder.
I had mobility issues all of a sudden, and I couldn't get up and down the stairs.
That meant getting out of their multi-level home in Florida, but that wasn't the only reason. She also wanted to get closer to her family.
We moved to Conway because my sister was going to have a baby, and he was not allowed to be on Earth for very long. So I had time to sit with that grief, and in January I was kind of feeling lonely and thinking about the impermanence of life.
Still a stranger in Conway, she was suffering physical and emotional pain. Not exactly the breeding ground for a creative idea, right? Well, guess again.
I was sitting in my living room one morning in January, and the thought just came to me, 100 people in Conway, paint them, and then donate the proceeds to a charity.
She acted on the idea immediately. She reached out to 5 people she knew.
Those 5 people responded with such enthusiasm and love, and they started nominating other people.
There were 2 primary qualifications.
They have to be someone that you love, and they have to be someone who's nice.
Our visit coincided with the day she packed up her 100 Faces of Conway, 100 mini portraits to be displayed in a special show at the Wingate Museum of Art at Hendrix College. Curator and director Christian Cutler showed us the big gallery where, beginning July 28th, you can walk in.
You're going to see the faces of Conway.
Faces like that of lifelong Conway resident and community volunteer David Grimes.
In my wildest dreams, I never would have thought that I would be the subject of an art exhibit. I'm no Mona Lisa.
Professional seamstress Rachel Lovelace, who opened a designers academy for young people in Conway.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a dream.
And there's Molly. Her mother, Amanda Yates, followed Faye's progress online and complimented Faye via a Facebook message.
Wrote me back, and it was late at night, and I got it, and she said, I was actually about to contact you. I wanted to know if Molly could be part. And I cried, and I was like, that's amazing.
As a quick preview of the upcoming show, our 3 Conway Faces got to see Faye's completed paintings for the first time.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's really cool.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
The idea, born amidst despair in January, is destined to produce joy in July.
It's like a big hug, and I am so grateful that I was not afraid and that I did not stop myself because of fear or because of the unknown.
I asked Faye what her grandmother would think of all this.
When I first moved into this house and I started setting up in this room, I just felt like an overwhelming sense of this is where you're supposed to be, and feeling like she was here. And I think she would just really be delighted at all of this. And I wish that she could be here to witness this, because I think she would get a huge kick out of it. Yeah.
Faye Hedera, finding her own way to paint the town. And the portraits were done at no cost, but recipients are being asked, if possible, to make a donation to Haven in Conway. bet there'll be a lot of donations after the opening night, July 28th at Hendrix College. Oh, and Faye's sister is expecting again, and all systems are go.